Have you ever wondered why two people can work the same job, earn the same salary, and live in the same city, yet one ends up rich while the other struggles paycheck to paycheck? It's not always about luck. It's not always about working harder. And it's definitely not about being born with a silver spoon in your mouth. The truth is, the rich live by a completely different set of money rules that most people ignore, overlook, or simply don't know exist. And here's the shocking part. These rules aren't written in any school textbook. Nobody's going to sit you down and say, "Hey, here's how billionaires think about money differently." Instead, most of us are taught the same tired advice: save a little, get a good job, work hard, retire someday. But while we're busy following that script, the rich are playing an entirely different game, a game designed to win. In today's video, I'm going to break down the 10 money rules the rich use that the poor ignore. And I promise, if you stick with me until the very end, not only will you understand these rules, but you'll start to see why the gap between the wealthy and everyone else keeps getting wider. Now, before we dive in, let me ask you this. Have you subscribed yet? If yes, thank you. You're officially part of a community that's committed to thinking bigger, dreaming bigger, and living bigger. If you haven't subscribed, stop for a moment and do it right now. Because in this channel, we uncover the untold money lessons, the hidden strategies, and the mindset shifts that can completely transform your financial journey. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Alright, ready to dive in? Let's uncover the 10 money rules the rich use that the poor ignore. Rule 1. The rich play offense, not defense. The poor often focus on saving money. They cut coupons, chase discounts, and think the only way to get ahead is to spend less. Meanwhile, the rich ask a different question: how can I make more? It's the difference between playing defense and playing offense. Think about it like sports. You can't win a basketball game if all you do is block shots. At some point, you have to score. The rich see opportunities everywhere. They invest in skills, businesses, and assets that generate more money. Take Elon Musk, for example. When he made millions from PayPal, he didn't stop and say, "Great, now I can retire." Instead, he reinvested into Tesla and SpaceX, playing offense and creating billions. Ask yourself this: are you focused on protecting pennies, or are you strategizing to create dollars? Rule 2. Money works harder than people. Most people work for money. The rich flip the script. They make money work for them. Imagine this. You work 8 hours a day at a job. That's 8 hours of income. But what if your money could work 24/7, even while you sleep? That's what investments do. It could be stocks, real estate, or even building a business. Warren Buffett once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." Now think about it. Are you training your money to work for you, or are you working yourself into the ground for money? Rule 3. The rich value time over money. The poor often trade time for money. They ask, "How much per hour?" The rich ask, "How much can this hour create?" Picture this. A poor mindset says, "Why pay $50 for delivery when I can do it myself?" A rich mindset says, "If I spend those 2 hours on my business instead of running errands, I could create $500. That's why wealthy people hire teams, assistants, and services. They know time is the ultimate currency. Here's the hard truth. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. Rule 4. Debt is a tool, not a trap. Most people fear debt like it's poison. And yes, consumer debt, credit cards, payday loans, will destroy you. But the rich use debt strategically, like a lever to lift opportunities. Take real estate investors. They borrow from banks to buy properties that generate rent, then use tenants' money to pay off the loan. That's smart debt. Meanwhile, the poor borrow to buy things that lose value: cars, gadgets, or clothes. One makes you poorer, the other makes you richer. So next time you hear the word debt, ask yourself, is this a weapon, or is this a weakness? Rule 5. The rich think in decades, not days. The poor chase instant gratification. They want quick wins, fast money, and overnight success. The rich play the long game. Think of Jeff Bezos. 4 years, Amazon didn't even make a profit. Everyone thought he was crazy. But Bezos was thinking in decades. Today, Amazon dominates the world. When you focus only on today's comfort, you sacrifice tomorrow's empire. So here's the question. Are you planting seeds, or are you just eating the fruit too early? Rule 6. The rich surround themselves with the right people. Show me your circle, and I'll show you your future. The poor often surround themselves with people who complain, gossip, and settle for less. The rich carefully build networks of mentors, partners, and forward thinkers. Why? Because environment matters. If 5 of your closest friends are broke, chances are you'll be the 6th. But if 5 of your closest friends are millionaires, it forces you to level up. It's like Wi-Fi, you connect to the network you're closest to. What's your network broadcasting? Rule 7. The rich focus on assets, not liabilities. The poor often confuse the two. They buy cars, clothes, and gadgets thinking they're rich. But those are liabilities. They take money out of your pocket. The rich buy assets, things that put money in their pocket. Real estate, stocks, businesses, royalties. Robert Kiyosaki explained this perfectly in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The difference between rich and poor is simple. What you buy with your money. Are you building a pile of liabilities, or a stream of assets? Rule 8. The rich understand the power of leverage. Leverage means using resources beyond your own. Money, people, systems, to multiply results. Think of a seesaw. A small child can lift an adult if they have the right leverage. The rich do the same with money. They leverage banks, investors, employees, and technology to achieve what would be impossible alone. The poor say, "I'll do it myself." The rich say, "Who can help me do this faster?" Leverage isn't cheating. It's smart strategy. Rule 9. The rich never stop learning. The poor stop once school ends. The rich never graduate from learning. They devour books, hire coaches, attend masterminds, and seek mentors. Bill Gates still reads 50 books a year. Elon Musk taught himself rocket science by reading. The difference is clear. The poor think education ends with a diploma. The rich know education is a lifelong investment. So ask yourself, are you updating your mind like software, or are you running on outdated programs? Rule 10. The rich take calculated risks. The poor fear failure. They think, what if I lose? The rich ask, what if I win? Every great fortune was built on a risk. Not reckless gambling, but calculated, researched, strategic risk. Think about this. Staying in the same job for 40 years is actually riskier than starting a side hustle. Because one leaves you capped, while the other could create freedom. The rich don't avoid risk, they manage it, study it, and use it. Final chapter. So here we are, 10 money rules that separate the rich from the poor. But let's be real, hearing these rules is easy. Living by them is hard. Because changing your money mindset means changing your habits, your comfort zone, and sometimes even your circle of friends. It means making decisions today that might not pay off until years from now. And that takes courage. But here's the question I want you to wrestle with. Do you want comfort now, or freedom later? Imagine yourself 10 years from today. You could still be stuck in the same cycle of bills, debts, and stress. Or you could be living in freedom, with assets working for you, with time on your side, and with choices that only money can buy. Which version of you will exist depends on the rules you choose to follow starting now. And that's why I'm challenging you. Don't just listen to these money rules, apply them. Start small. Buy one asset. Cut one liability. Read one book. Find one mentor. Take one calculated risk. Because one step forward, repeated enough times, becomes a lifetime transformation. Now, before we close, let me ask one more time. Have you subscribed yet? If yes, thank you. You're part of a growing community of dreamers, doers, and future millionaires. And if not, pause for a second. Think about this. If you truly want to change your money story, you need the right voices in your life. This channel is built to give you those voices, those lessons, and those sparks of inspiration that schools, society, and even family often ignore. Don't miss out. Subscribe now, and let's grow together. And always remember my motto: dream boldly, act fearlessly, and let your vision outlive you. Thank you for staying with me till the very end. More powerful videos are on the way. Until next time, keep pushing forward, and don't just chase money, chase freedom.